for 4 years. I used to be a financial aid advisor at a few colleges, but I really love the Upward Bound program and have made that switch and have been here for the last couple of years, or few years at Stevens Point. Cindy Jordan is our office assistant. She works part-time in our office, but she doesn't really deal with the students. So primarily you're dealing with myself, Judy, and Jessica, and I'll let Judy and Jessica introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. I'm Judy Young, the director of the program. I've been with Upward Bound about 3 decades now. Director for about 4 years, I want to say. So I've been through this before. This is our first time through a pandemic and doing a lot of online things. So that's been new and challenging, but we're forging ahead and we're going to make the best of situations and do what we can do. So.
Yeah, and I'm Jessica. I am the academic coordinator for the program. And I am also an Upward Bound alumni, so I've been in your shoes before. So if you have any questions about my experience, feel free to ask. If I can't answer, my sister was also in the program, so I can, yeah, any questions you have.
All right, next slide. All right, so in Upward Bound, we have a program called Peer Coaching, and the peer coaches are a set of students that have been in the program before you. You know, they're not like your boss or anything like that. They're just a student that has some experience being in the program and knowing what it's like to be new. We do serve currently 5 high schools. And so you're going to get to know students that aren't from your high school. And, you know, that's can be challenging at sometimes meeting new people, but it's also presents a lot of awesome opportunities. So currently this year we do have 10 peer coaches. We serve the 5 schools that we serve are Northland Pines High School, which is in Eagle River. There's Lincoln High School in Wisconsin Rapids, Lakeland Union High School, which is in the Monaco area, Tomahawk High School, which is of course Tomahawk, and then we also serve Spash and the surrounding junior highs. So that would be Stevens Point area senior high school, or like the Stevens Point area. So we got students from kind of all over central and north central Wisconsin, and we have a handful of peer coaches on the call today so that you, the new students, can meet some current Upward Bound students and then also maybe ask them some questions at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and let the peer coaches introduce themselves. If you guys want to say your full name, and then what school you go to and what grade you're in, and then one thing you like about Upward Bound or why you joined. So we'll start with Mai.
So my name is Mai Vu, and then I go to Spash. I'm gonna be a junior, and then wait, why we like Upward Bound, right?
Yeah, make something up off the top of your head.
So I really like Upward Bound because, like, well, especially last summer, it was like just super fun, like hanging out with friends, and like the school part, it didn't really seem like school because all of your classes, it was like with friends, so it was really fun.
Okay, awesome. And she was, of course, talking about not this summer we just finished, but the summer before where we were in person. But Mai had a good time in the online summer too, right? All right, Liliana.
So I'm Liliana Monroe, and I'm going to be a senior this year at Lincoln High School. And one of my favorite things about Upward Bound would probably be all the friends that I made. And like I get along with like literally everyone, and probably like Mai said, like the classes, like they don't even really seem like school because it's just like you are with your friends and there's so much like fun discussions and everything. And I really like the trips too that you like earn and get to go on, so that's really fun.
Thanks, Liliana. And then next is Felisa.
Okay, hi, my name is Felisa Zhang. I go to Spash, and I'm going
Oh,
to...
Felisa, could you speak a little bit louder, or do you know if your mic's not working well?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Faintly, but just you can just kind of yell.
Okay. My name's Lisa Zhang, and I'm from Stash, and I'm gonna become a senior next year. And two things I guess I like from Upward Bound is that everybody here is kind of like a family, and like everybody creates a very like safe and respectful atmosphere. And the thing that I also really like is like going on trips and like just like joining UB session, you get paid. So yeah.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Felisa. And then Taylor, it looks like Taylor's visiting us from work.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
I can, yep.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I am at work. Sorry. I'm Taylor. I am a senior at Spash, and my favorite thing about Upward Bound is going on the college visits and being able to spend like a whole month with spending like every single night with my best friends. So the friends that have become family. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Taylor. All right. I forget what the next slide is, but I do want the current, we have two new students on. So we have Maddie Metoxen and Alacia. They're both, I believe you both are ninth graders. So we had 6 different options. So today you were the only 2 that registered, but we did have 22 new students that'll be joining this fall. So even though there's 2 of you today, there are a lot more other students, you know, in your shoes. So Maddie, did you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Just let us know, you know, your name, what grade you're going to be in the fall, and one thing that maybe you're looking forward to with joining Upward Bound, or maybe why you applied.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm going into 9th grade this fall, and the reason why I applied for Upward Bound because I've been seeing a lot of things about Upward Bound, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I thought it'd be nice to get a fresh start, and I am really bad at school, so I thought it'd help me.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're not as bad as you think you are, but yes, we will definitely help you. And what school do you go to?
I go to Point of Discovery School in Stevens Point.
Oh, fantastic. You're one of our newer schools that we have. So Point of Discovery is one of the elementary / junior high schools in the Stevens Point area. So awesome. And then I assume that you'll be going to Spash then for 10th grade?
Actually, I think I'm going to continue on Pods because Pods has been adding on high school grades to their school.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
this year they're going to be 6th through 10th grade, and then they're going to try to add on 11th grade and then 12th grade. And
Oh, that's
eventually
good
get
to
rid
know.
of 6th grade.
awesome.
All right. Well, welcome to the program. We're really excited to have you here. Like I said, we wish we were in person doing this, but you know, eventually we'll be there when we can, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then next we have Alacia.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. Hi, my name is Alacia. I'm going into 9th grade, and I'm looking forward to Upward Bound helping me with high school and possibly even college.
Okay. And what high school are you going to?
Lakeland Union.
You're in Lakeland Union. Okay. So for those that don't know, that's up in Minocqua area. So, and you said you want to get into college. Do you have any colleges in mind yet, or is it, you have no idea?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, well, you're definitely in the right place. In October, we're actually going to be doing some college virtual tours, and we're going to have 4 colleges that are presenting directly only to our Upward Bound program. So you'll start getting exposed to that stuff. So welcome to the program. We're glad you're here.
Thanks.
All right, next slide. And I think Jessica may take over, or Judy. You would think I would remember at
No,
this point.
it's you.
Oh, it's still me. That's right. We're getting to know each other. So
Yeah,
all right,
I want to go this time. I had stuff for
Okay.
last time.
Yeah. So Jessica will go first. So have you guys played 3 Truths and a Lie before? I know the peer coaches have. Alacia or Maddie, do you need me to explain that?
I've played.
I've played, yeah.
You've played, Maddie. What about Alicia?
Yeah, I've played.
Okay, so Jessica's gonna start. She's gonna give us 2 truths and 1 lie. And we're gonna try to see what we think that is, just to get to know each other a little bit.
Okay. I'm vegan. I have a collectible PewDiePie figurine. If I could live on a campground for the rest of my life, I would.
Oh, I definitely know this one.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mai.
I think the vegan one is a lie.
Okay. You might have seen her eat some meat here or there. Alicia, what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe the third one?
Third one? Okay. The third one was living on a campground the rest of her life. All right. Liliana, what do you think?
I think it's the third one.
The campground? Okay. Judy, you want to give it a shot?
I think the one that she's a vegan is a lie.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure I've seen her eat before.
That's not fair because you guys work with me. Yeah, I'm not vegan. I would live on a campground for the rest of my life if I could. I love camping, tent camping, no electricity. I would love to do that. And then I do have a collectible PewDiePie figurine. Because I'm a fan of YouTube, and it was part of his 100 mil club when he hit 100 million subscribers. And if you ordered, you got a number. So I was excited to get this.
Very nerdy. Awesome.
Yes. So.
All right. Let's see if we can get one of the peer coaches in. Liliana, do you want to do it?
I still need to think.
All right. I'm going to do mine really quick from last. I'm going to use the same one as I did last night. So I have 3 cats. I have a Nintendo Switch that I love playing. And I used to work at UW Milwaukee. All right. So everybody else knows me. So I'm only going to let Maddie and Alicia guess. So we'll start with Alicia.
Okay, maybe, I don't know.
3 cats, Switch, or worked at UW Milwaukee.
Maybe you don't have 3 cats.
Okay. Laisha thinks it's the cats. Maddie?
I'm gonna go with the Switch.
The Switch. Okay. All right. Well, Alicia has it, so I only have 2 cats. I would love to have 3 or 4, but it's just not doable in my apartment. And plus the hair would get everywhere. I do have a Nintendo Switch. I like to play Smash Brothers, Pokemon, and also currently Fortnite. So I've gotten into playing Fortnite online a lot with my brother. And then I did used to live in Milwaukee for 5 years, and I worked at UW Milwaukee in the financial aid office. So, all right, Maddie, it's your turn to go.
Let's see. My parents are divorced. I love to read, and I have claustrophobia.
All right. Mai, what do you think?
I think the last one is a lie.
The claustrophobia? Okay. I think maybe the first one about the parents being divorced. I don't know. Liliana, what do you think?
The second one?
Second one? That one was, what was the second one?
I love to read was the second one.
Love to read. Okay. And Judy, what do you think?
I think the love to read one is the lie.
I don't know. She sounded passionate when she said that one, like it was real. So I don't know.
I think it's either the second or the third.
All right, Maddie, what do you say?
the claustrophobia one was a lie. I actually do love to read, and my parents are divorced.
Oh, okay. So do you live with both parents on and off, or?
Yeah. So during the school year, I'm by my mom's for every week, and at my dad's for the weekend. And during the summer, I'm at my dad's for the weeks, and my mom's
Okay.
for the weekend. So currently, I'm at my dad's house.
All right, awesome. Well, you're not the only one in Upward Bound that has split parents, I can tell you that. So you're not alone. All right, Alicia, you want to go ahead? Or wait, did we do her yet?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, sure. So here I go. I've never moved houses. I had a pet crab, and I love pizza.
Well,
I
I'm
think
hoping
the
the pizza one
pizza.
is true.
No, I think it's the pizza one.
Jessica says it's the pizza. Taylor, what do you say? Number 2. All right. Felisa thinks it's the pizza. I don't know. Who doesn't like pizza? Judy, what did you say?
I said, I hope the pizza one is true.
No, wait, now I forgot what the first one was.
She never moved. She's never moved out
Never
of her.
moved. Okay, I'm gonna say the second one because I think maybe she still has the crab and she's lying to us. All right, what is it?
Okay, I've never moved houses. That's true. I did have a pet crab, but he died. But I don't like pizza.
Ha! I knew it.
What?
My gosh, who doesn't like pizza?
Sorry.
She
A rare
doesn't.
You're
Yeah.
not. You're not gonna like our Upward Bound trips. Sometimes we have too much pizza. No, we're very accommodating when we feed you. So if there's something you don't like, we'll get you something else usually. I actually have 4 snails as well along with my cats, and I have 2 fish. So I have like 2 like bowls with bamboo in it, and then there's like 2 snails in each bowl and a betta fish in each bowl. So does anybody else have any other pets?
I actually have 2 cats too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I want cats. I love cats, but I have a dog.
Okay.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. I just want a cat.
I want a hairless cat real bad, but my fiance says that they're too creepy to have in the house.
They are creepy looking.
They are not.
All cats are beautiful, Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm allergic to ants, so I wouldn't have a cat.
All right, we'll do Liliana last, and then we can get going. Sorry for those that didn't get to go. Did you think of your lie yet? Because I'm sure that's the one you were trying to think of.
Okay, so I got mine. Okay, so I went to Mid-State as a junior to become a CNA and train for my future career. I've worked at Walmart for almost 2 years now, and I've been to Hawaii.
The Walmart one.
I think it's the Hawaii one.
Yeah, same. I think it might be Hawaii. I don't know.
I think it's Hawaii.
Alicia, what do you think?
It could be the Hawaii one.
Okay, Maddie.
Maybe the first one.
All right, Liliana, what's the verdict?
It's the last one. I did go to Mid-State for training and to become a CNA, and I have worked at Walmart for almost 2 years now.
Oh,
See, I
really?
thought you were
Okay.
going to be like, I've worked there for like 6 months or something, and you were tricking us. But no, okay.
So do you want to go to Hawaii?
Yes, that's like one of my like future like goals to like go there someday.
You know they have colleges there too.
I think we
I
should
don't
take
think
a
I'll go
college.
that far.
I would be glad to do a college visit in Hawaii.
Yeah, see if we can fit that in the budget. Fly you all to Hawaii.
Oh my God.
South Pacific High or University. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hopefully, you got to know each other a little bit more. Like I said, I wish we were in person doing this, but given the circumstances, is the best we can do, and I think it works. So, all right, now I'm done for now. So,
Okay, okay, cool. So these are just a couple of things that you need to know, the big things. That will be online until further notice. So basically until the university says that we don't have to anymore. And coronavirus is under control in all of our school districts that we serve. And we will be using Canvas. Some of you who are here during the summer understands Canvas and stuff like that. But everybody in Upward Bound will be getting a UWSP email. So you guys can consider that your Upward Bound email. And we'll have a demonstration at the end of the presentation. So we can get you guys all signed up and everything in real time. So if you have questions, Jeff can help you with that. We will have events in person as we're able to. We will have masks. We actually made Upward Bound masks. So we have those. We also will have minimum attendance, so we might just have like more smaller events in person, so that way we don't have all of our students in one place. Okay. How will school visits work? I will bring that up. It's coming up in the presentation. Okay, what you can expect from us: support and advocacy. So contact us when you need us. We're here to help you. So advocacy, by that I mean, sometimes schools, Liliana can attest to this, aren't always on your side. So we will help in any way we can, contacting schools and stuff like that to help get you the services you need. So yeah, we also have school visits and tutoring, which is coming up. We'll be using Canvas for all of those, as well as our events. So it's all in one place and easy to find. Our events, again, will be online and in person, following CDC guidelines and all that stuff. So what we expect from you guys, we expect you guys to give your best effort. So we understand school is hard for some students and things like that. So just give us the best effort that you can give. That's all we ask. Self-advocacy, by that I mean, if you have an issue, bring it up to us before it becomes a level 10 emergency. Tell us when it's just like a little problem so we can help you. And then follow the code of conduct, which Judy is going to talk about next.
I always get the fun stuff. So, so when you all were admitted into Upward Bound, I think last April, we sent like a 4 to 5 page pink sheet with all of our rules and regulations. We are not going to go over all that today, but I just wanted to touch on some things that were in there, some of the obvious ones. Students will be getting mailed a code of conduct for the academic year coming up here in a couple weeks. So if you really want to read the whole thing right now, you can go on to our website and it's out there as well. But some obvious ones, we have a no harassment or bullying policy, and that includes online, text message, social media, and in person. If you are a victim of harassment or bullying, particularly with another Upward Bound student, please tell us right away so we can handle that. If it's somebody else in your life, you can tell us that as well too, and we'll help you navigate that situation to get it resolved. Absolutely no drugs and alcohol. I mean, this is pretty standard one. You probably have at your school as well. That kind of speaks for itself. And academic dishonesty, what we mean by that is plagiarism, representing your own work, not cheating on, tests and things like that. We do look at the things that happen in school can affect your Upward Bound participation if it falls into one of these categories. We do have some grade point average guidelines for our participants. If you're a 9th and 10th grader, we want you to maintain at least a 2.3 in core subjects. And what we mean by core subjects is like English, math, science, foreign language, social sciences, all those what we could would consider college prep courses to prepare you for college. We don't look at band and choir and phy ed and health and those kind of throw those grades out. Once you get to be a junior or senior, we want you to have at least a 2.5. Now, ideally, we want you higher than that. Those are just our minimums. So by the time you get to be a senior and applying for colleges, you need to be, heading in towards that 3.0 or better range. Due to COVID-19, we understand that schools might be grading a little bit differently. I know many schools did pass-fail. I'm not sure what schools are going to be doing this fall. So we will be a little bit flexible in monitoring GPAs, but the bottom line is put forth your best effort and attend school regularly. I know like Lincoln High School is doing a hybrid of online, in-person. So is Tomahawk. So is Lincoln, Spash. Yeah, I'm not sure what, I know Lakeland is all in person for now. I don't know how long that's going to last, but so hopefully when you're doing online work, you still have to go to school and you still have to do your work, even though it's a little bit different structure than what you're used to. So Upward Bound staff wants you to be successful. So online learning can be a whole lot of frustration for some students, and we want to help you navigate that as much as possible. So if you have issues, as Jessica said earlier, please let us know sooner rather than later so we can do something about it.
Do you know what PODS is doing during the fall? That's Maddie that goes to PODS, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe Maddie would know.
Yeah.
I know that they're doing like a half and half. 6th through 8th graders are going to school the first half of the week. Wednesday's an all cleaning day, and then 9th and 10th graders are going the last half of the week.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So that's probably similar to how Spash is doing it then. So, okay. All right. Next.
All right, so school visits, this is where you get all that information. So school visits will be using Canvas. Again, we'll have all of that introduction and everything at the end of the presentation. They will be every month at 4 p.m. They are mandatory. However, you will receive a stipend for coming to them. So we will send out all that information. You'll get all that in the mail. You'll be, overloaded with all of that. We'll just post it everywhere. So you'll be sick and tired of seeing it. So next slide shows the schedule. So again, it'll be virtual until further notice, because even if like one school is okay, I can't go to like that school and then go to another school to like, because they're in different school districts. So point schools will all be together, and typically the first Thursday of every month, but it all depends, like holidays and stuff like that. So I just put the dates on there. So point schools is Spash, Ben, PJs, and PODS. So the first one is going to be September 10th. Rapid School, I put schools, but it's Lincoln High School. There'll be the 17th of September is your first one. And then all the northern schools, so Lakeland, Eagle River, and Tomahawk, all of those will be together. So that's September 24th will be your first one. So, and they'll be from 4 to 5. If we do have to change that, we can, but for just to start out, it's going to be from 4 to 5, because during our summer session, a lot of students said that they would have rather had like check-ins and stuff right after school or right after classes, because then they could just flow into each other. So that's why it's like that, because some schools end at 3:30. So give you guys a half hour. Any questions on that before I move on?
Jessica, do you want to talk about if they happen to miss for any reason, what they can do to make up for that?
Yes, thank you. So Jeff will show my class, my school visit class in the Canvas demo, but basically if you can't make a school visit for whatever reason, I do have a discussion post, so you guys can fill out the discussion if you can't make it. Still let me know if you can't make it, because school visits work best if we're all kind of together and we can have conversations in real time. But or you can fill out the discussion and come to it. It's all up to you. But Yeah, so that's there, so that way students can still receive stipends if they have like a doctor's appointment or if they're sick or something. Yeah, that's how you can make up. Any other questions on that or anything else I missed? Okay. And then events. So we will be doing college visits, again, online and in person, as we're able to. Again, a lot of things depend on that. But as Jeff said, we're going to be doing some virtual college visits, which I think are led by like an actual person, right, Jeff?
Yes, so the admissions department, along with some college students from those universities, will be there presenting to you. So we'll be along there hosting it, and it'll only be for the Upward Bound students at Point. So you get one-on-one access to questions from the admissions advisors and students, which is pretty neat.
And then our workshops, again, we'll be having some in person, but a lot of them will probably be online. We traditionally have a fall and spring workshop. You have to come to both of them ideally. They're both mandatory. However, we do know that sometimes things come up. So we understand if you can't miss one of them, but if you're missing both of them, we'll just have a conversation with you. It doesn't mean like you're in trouble or you're going to get kicked out, but we want you to make it a priority if at all possible. We will have an ACT boot camp. Liliana went to that last year, so we will have an ACT boot camp so you guys can learn tips and tricks on how to take the ACT. We'll have a FAFSA workshop to teach you how to fill out the FAFSA because it's kind of complicated. So yeah, and a bunch of other ones too. College admission workshop, things like that. We will be having a bunch of web events too, so keep an eye out for that. You can find all of those on our website, and then we will have some in-person events, again, as we're able and with masks and things like that. Any questions or did I miss anything?
Oh, I do have a question. So you guys said there's like a minimum. What's the minimum of students that you guys are planning on?
I'll take that one. Actually, it's a maximum of students. Because of COVID-19, the university has put a lot of restrictions on how many people can be in a classroom at one time. So for like our, we have some college admission application workshops coming up for our seniors, and like we can only have up to 20 people total in a room. So if we have more than that, obviously we have to get put them in an overflow classroom. So it might look a little bit different that way, smaller numbers. And then for our fall workshop, we did get approval to have that on campus. This is going to be split up into groups. So we're going to have 9th and 10th graders come in November 14th, and then 11th and 12th graders come in on November 15th. And that all is going to be contingent on how this COVID thing is working out. So we're hoping that we can have that on campus. It won't be an overnight, but we're hoping to start, we're pushing it to November so we can hopefully get through the worst of this pandemic by then, but you never know. We thought we were going to be back in our offices in April, so here we are how many months later and we're still dealing with this. So just be watching for, we will send flyers out with everything and let you know how something's going to work. So just
the workshops, the peer coaches, you guys will actually do an overnight if you guys are comfortable with that. You would get your own hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And for the new students, typically our workshops are 2 days where you'd come in the first day and then we stay overnight in the hotel and stuff. So unfortunately we can't do that right now, but you know, in the future, that's how it normally works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then next we have online tutoring. So we've always had a website called tutor.com, which they have 24/7 tutoring, and you can talk to a real person. It's like a chat sort of a thing, but then they have like whiteboards and stuff like that. You're talking to a real person. But what's different this year is we are hiring tutors who were TAs over the summer. And we are hiring them to do like an in-person tutoring thing, kind of like our study sessions, but it's not required. So that's why we're calling it online tutoring. Those will be from Mondays from 7 to 9. And you can come in and either get help with math or something like that, or you can just log on and just have a person to be there with you while you're studying, because some people need that structured time. So Mondays 7 to 9, it could be your focused homework time if you want to do that. So yeah.
I will say that the tutors are going to be, for those of you who came to the summer session, online summer session, we're going to have some of our TAs from summer doing the tutoring. And we don't have a start date for this yet, but it'll be sometime in September. We'll keep you posted on the start date for that.
And you also can get stipends for this too. So if you log on once a week for at least a half hour, you'll get a stipend for that. Any questions or anything I missed? Okay.
Will that be on Canvas too?
The tutoring?
Mhm.
No, it'll be online through Canvas. Again, through Canvas. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it for now, kind of like over the summer. So you'll log on to Canvas during those Mondays from 7 to 9, and you'll work with a tutor. So if you guys miss the TA banter back and forth, that'll probably happen too. So okay, next up is Judy.
Okay, so what happens if you slip up? And we do have a 4-step disciplinary policy. Again, that's on that big long document we sent you this spring with your admission letter. It kind of changes depending on what time of year we're on. So for the academic year, the 4 steps are basically step 1, if there's a violation of a program rule or policy, you'll get maybe an email or a letter in the mail from one of us, and it'll say, hey, you're on step 1, you haven't been attending this or doing that, or this is what happened. Step 2, you'll meet with an Upward Bound staff member, depending on the situation. It'll be Jessica, Jeff, or it could be me. And then we'll develop an improvement plan, kind of like setting goals for about you in Upward Bound and what we want you to try to accomplish, what you think you can accomplish. Step 3 would be a probationary status. You would still have to come and do the required events, but if we have like a Christmas holiday bowling party or something that's optional for students, you would not be allowed to participate in those kind of activities. And then step 4 is removal from the Upward Bound program. You have to reapply for admission. So we haven't had anybody get to a step 4, and I don't know how long. So, but it is in there in case we do have that kind of situation. So we understand that you're all teenagers, you're in that learning phase of your life. We're always all learning, and people make mistakes. We get that. We're not expecting perfection. Our big thing is come to events, participate, and put forth your effort, and have, a reasonably positive attitude. This whole pandemic has really been a downer and been challenging for some mental health, and sometimes it's hard to stay positive and not be anxious about things. We get that, but we want you to communicate with us when we're having those issues.
Any questions on any of that? So Jeff, you can take it away for stipends.
All right, so on Upward Bound, we have a federal grant that allows us to give stipends to students based on them participating in certain activities. While they're not always guaranteed, this year we actually had some money to do this, since we didn't have to pay for in-person, college or in-person summer sessions. So we are capped at giving students $40 a month, and this is basically how you can earn that $40 a month if you would like. You're not required to, but if you are earning that money, usually it's because you're doing, what you're supposed to, or participating in the extracurricular options available to you. So the easiest one on there is the middle one, school visits, $15. So Jessica's typically going to be in your high schools once or twice a month, where you go in the office and meet with her during a scheduled time, and we work that out with your school. However, like she said, we're doing it virtually this time through Canvas, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But basically, you're going to sign in on your scheduled time. There'll be other students from your school or other schools in your area. And it's basically just a check-in, and she'll have some sort of activity. So if you go to that, you'll earn $15. We'll also have different various events or things that you can do throughout the month. Each month is going to be different. I don't believe we have a set plan for September, but October, it'll be the college visits. So if you attend those college visits, you will get the $15 for that. And then tutoring, it'll average about $2 to $3 a week, depending on how many Mondays there are in a month. But you'll earn another $10 for signing in to the online tutoring on Monday nights. Or if you want, you can use your tutor.com account, which is completely separate. And I can give you a login for that, where you have access to a tutor 24/7. And like Jessica said, you can ask for help on anything. You can also submit papers, and they'll have professional proof your paper. Our tutors are actually college students as well. So if you do the in-person tutoring on Monday night, well, the live tutoring Monday nights over Zoom, maybe they can help you relook over a paper or look over your math assignment. So we have students that are good in English and social studies and math. So so if you do all of that, you'll receive a check for $40. Usually it'll come like 2 weeks after the month ended. And also just a heads up to like our peer coaches that were here this summer, we did just mail out, the checks will be mailed out Friday for the summer session. If you haven't already gotten it, there was a handful that they processed on Monday. So, but yeah, I think it's a cool option, and you kind of get rewarded for participating in our program. All right, next slide.
So this is just kind of like a condensed version of resources that you have. So people that you can contact if you need anything. I've had students contact me for personal issues. I've had students contact me because the school was like, hey, we're charging you for your laptop. And they didn't, that was a lie. So just a bunch of other things. And we can help you in any way that you need help with. If we can't help you, we'll find someone who can. So you can contact your TAs as well. So those are those tutors. Like Jeff said, they're college students. So they might have like different perspectives, or like if you want to log in and talk to them about their college experience, I'm pretty sure that they would love to talk to you about that. So they're also a resource, and you'll probably see them more than you'll see us. So if you want to talk to them about something, they can also reach out to us as well. Peer coaches, those are the students that, are in your school. They're in Upward Bound right now. So if you want to vent about us, like if we're just being really annoying, then you can talk to them about how annoying we are, or how lame Jessica is on school visits. That's perfectly fine too. But they're the people that you talk about, your current experience. And then us admin staff, so administrative staff, Jeff, Judy, and I, we're here to help you with whatever too. So those are the people that you can contact. For technology and online, again, tutor.com. I know we're pushing that a lot, but we really, really, really strongly suggest that you use it. Even if you are great at math or something, you can still log in, and they may offer you a different perspective or a different way to do it. iPads and hotspots, we can offer those to students who may not have reliable technology. However, with hotspots, just so you know, if you don't have good cell reception, they're not really going to work very well for you. So we are looking into different internet providers for some of our northern schools to see if they have any discounts or anything like that to help you guys with internet. And then our Upward Bound website, which I can just click on and show you how wonderful it is. If it'll work for me. There it is. Okay. So here's our website. You can click here to do your online learning. But before I click on that, here you can find everything you need.
Jessica, the page didn't load yet.
Did
It's
it?
still showing your PowerPoint.
Okay.
So I don't know if you need to minimize the PowerPoint.
Nope. I just needed to switch what I was sharing. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you have all this stuff. You have college resources, staff directory. So if you need to get a hold of us, all of our information is right there. Forms and policies, that has all that stuff that Judy said. If you want some light reading, all of that is right there. But right now we're going to go back to home. We're going to talk about Canvas later. You can access that there as well, but we're going to click here. This is pretty much where you're going to go to. So if you want to bookmark this page, I highly suggest you do that. So this has all the information about online. Right here is where you log into Canvas. Jeff will show you how to do that. But if you're on your mobile device or like your cell phone and stuff like that, this will be at the bottom, just because that's the way it's set up. So if you can't find it on your phone, it's way at the bottom. This has the school visit schedule, so you can see all that. Again, all the light reading is right here. Online tutoring has all that information. And then any events that we have will be here. All the stipend policy and everything is here too. So
Can you go to the upcoming events and to show them? Usually we have a registration form for upcoming events, so just like you did for this one. So I think it's on the homepage.
Yeah, that'll be on the homepage.
Yep.
And also you could show them where the Facebook link is too. I forgot about that last night. Or like the link to email us under the contact us.
Yep. So here also is tutor.com. You can just click on that. And then our Facebook is right here, but right here is all of our upcoming events right here on the homepage, like Judy said. So new student orientation, you're here already, so it's right there. You can click on the Zoom link. Senior college application workshop, that's coming up as well. So everything that you need to know is right here on this page.
Yeah, and so we'll indicate, like, obviously the senior college app, you 9th graders don't need to come to that, or the FAFSA workshop. But then if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see it has information to the online college visits, so we have Superior, UW Superior and Marquette posted. Well, also we're trying to fit in UW Platteville and UW Whitewater. So, and then there's the information, some of the information anyway for the workshop. So as we get closer to some of this stuff, we'll fill it in with more details. But if you ever forget dates and stuff, you can always check our whole page.
Yep. And then right here is our Facebook page. So we highly suggest that you like our Facebook page. So, how do I get it so I can view it? Oh, there we go. View as visitor. There we go. So if you come to our Facebook page, it's going to look kind of like this. This is where we post everything. Like Jeff posted, that's the face mask that we're going to have. So, and down here has like all of the dates and stuff. So this is where we post like our updates and things like that, as well as where our groups. So you can go to our, my bars in the way.
The third one.
Yep, UWSP, UB Pointers. This is our group for everybody that is currently in the program. This is where we post, like, I'll post my school updates. So if I have to change something, it's there. I'll also text and email you guys, but If you want to just like this page, if you don't have Facebook.
Jessica, can I add something? Maybe
Yeah.
this is a good way. I see there's an invite button there. I don't know if we're able to invite them now or anything.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
Maddie
if
and
they
Alicia,
have
do you guys have Facebook?
I don't have Facebook, no.
Okay.
I don't either.
Okay,
See?
well, never mind.
So, yeah, but that's there if you guys want to do that. What is the best social media for you guys?
I actually don't really use social media that much.
The only thing I use is Snapchat.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Social media can be pretty toxic, so.
Yep. We just like to know, so if we have to like contact you or something, we can do that. Okay. So I stopped sharing my screen because oh wait, no, I can't do that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Things will be okay. So I have one more before we pass it on to Jeff. Okay, so these, you guys can see this, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So I sent out a survey to students that, like to everybody. If you didn't fill it out, then that's fine, don't worry. But these are some questions that were on there that I hope we've answered, but just in case we didn't, I wanted to make sure that we got to those. So the first one is, I'll be doing virtual schooling with Lakeland Union. Will this affect my experience with Upward Bound? So yes and no. So all of your school visits will be online, but in general, it shouldn't affect it too much. So the only thing is that if you aren't very good at school online and things like that, then you might want to reach out to us more for help. But otherwise, it shouldn't matter too much. Will we be doing in-person monthly visits, or will they be over Zoom? We're going to use Canvas. Again, Jeff will show you all of that. Are we going to be doing any big trips? As of right now, no. But again, it all depends. As soon as we can do that, we will let you know. We will bombard you with emails and everything, so you guys will definitely know. Are there still going to be workshops? Yes. In person and online. We already covered all of that. So are there any other questions?
It can be for a peer coach as well, if you want to ask one of the current students anything.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Alicia or Maddie, if you could just come up with maybe one question that the current students could answer. Can be anything about Upward Bound, just so you can get the perspective from the students too. Can be anything about like the college visits or the trips or like the school visits or what they, other things they like. Maddie, can you think of anything?
Not really.
Okay. Alicia, can you come up with a question? Are you able to come up with a question?
I'm not that sure. You kind of answered it all, and the thing you did at our school and everything.
Okay.
Jeff, do you want to, the peer coaches are going to be assigned a mentee, and they'll be reaching out to you, correct?
Oh, good point. I forgot. So yeah, Maddie and Alicia, so you're going to get assigned a peer coach. They may or may not be in your hometown, depending on, your preferences or just availability. Is it okay if one of the peer coaches reach out to you to kind of do like sometime over the summer or before classes start or during the, maybe the first couple of weeks of school? They'll reach out to you and they'll have like a little activity just to kind of get to know you. It's kind of like an interview. Do either of you have any issues with them reaching out, Maddie?
That's all right.
Okay. And then is calling you okay, or do you prefer text or anything like that?
Whatever's fine.
Whatever's fine. Okay. So I can give them your cell phone number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with me.
Same with you, Alicia?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just want to make sure because I think some of you didn't have a cell phone listed in. We might not have had that. Yeah, Maddie, do you have a cell phone? We don't have one listed for you. Is that something you want to share? Would you be able to share that with me so I could put it in, and then you can also get text updates from Upward Bound? Or do you prefer not to have your phone number out?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Um, can you go ahead and give that to me? I'm just gonna enter it in our system now.
What
You
do
can-
I do?
You can
Email?
privately message him too in the
Oh
chat.
yeah,
In the
or
chat.
you can message it to me too if you'd like.
Sure.
So if you go to the chat, I think it should say private message or something. If you click on Jeff's name, and then he can get that, so you don't have to share it with everybody.
Hmm.
And that looks like Alicia, we do have yours in. So, and then have you been getting the Upward Bound reminders or text messages?
Yep.
Okay.
Alicia, is your last name, is this like it looks Burrell, or is it something?
It's Burrell.
Burrell, okay.
All right. Well, peer coaches, thank you so much for coming and supporting us. I'll let you know when our next meeting is, or maybe I'll see you at one of the next ones. I forget who's coming to what. So you guys have a good day.
Did all of them attend summer? Did all of you guys attend summer?
All the peer coaches did, yeah.
Okay, just making sure, so that way if they want to get a Canvas demo.
I also do have something to say, like for the new ones, like we do have a big group chat on Snapchat of like everyone. So because that's like very helpful too. Like if you have any questions, like everyone is there to help.
Okay.
So
Oh, you got like the whole Upward Bound class has like a Snapchat?
yeah, we have like a big group chat of like everyone. So
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So you all should
Like-
make sure you get your whoever your mentee is, make sure that they have that information.
yeah, because like even if you have a question, it's typing in the group chat. Like someone will answer. It's always someone's always there. So
oh my God, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right, so peer coaches can hop off. Maddie and Alicia, just stay behind. We're going to get your account set up quickly. And then the tech stuff is always the most frustrating stuff, but it's nice to get this out of the way while we're here in person to help you get through that. So I can go ahead and share my screen. I'm just going to update Maddie's phone number in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Maddie and Alicia, do you guys have laptops? Are you on your laptops or Chromebooks right now?
Yeah, but I have another one next to me just in case.
Okay. And Alicia?
I'm on a Chromebook.
Okay. So maybe you can push like the Zoom thing off to the side after we do this, but I'm going to share my screen. All right. So can you guys get to our Upward Bound website? So it's uwsp.edu/upbound, or if you just Google Upward Bound UWSP, and then just let me know when you're both there. Or you could do it on your phone too. Did you guys get to the website?
I think I'm there.
Okay.
I think I got it.
Okay. So it looks like this. There, do you see this banner right here? It says Upward Bound Online Learning. Click here to start.
Yeah.
Okay. Then if you scroll down, you'll see this box here that says click here to log on to Canvas. It's on the right side, or if you're on your phone, it's at the very bottom. Do you both see the click here to log on to Canvas?
Yeah.
All right. So click that. And so it'll bring up this login screen. And then I'm going to give you your username. So where's M? Okay. So Maddie, yours is Emmetoxin is your login. And then for the email, it's the same, but the at uwsp.edu. Okay. And then Alicia. So Alicia, yours is Aberell, and the email is aberell@uwsp.edu. So for this login for Canvas, you're not going to put the @ you'll just use the first initial last name part. And then the password is, I have it on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see because you're typing yourself, but it's August Dog Days 2019 ! And like the A and the 2 D's are capitalized. So it's August, capital A, dog, capital D, days, capital D, 2019 ! And so if you can, go ahead and put your username and password in, and you may want to write that stuff down too. And it should let you log into Canvas.
So students are going to get a cheat sheet with this information on it too.
And were you both able to get into Canvas?
I'm in.
Yeah. I'm in.
Okay, cool. So then you're not enrolled in them now, but you'll have a courses option, and you're going to get a thing in the mail that explains this. But it'll have like the online school visits and stuff. All right, so let's go back. Now I'm going to show you the email. And we're going to go to the Upward Bound homepage again. All right. And then if you hover over logins at the top of the black bar, this is another way you can log into Canvas, is right there. But then we're going to choose email. And then it's going to bring, I'm going to sign out because so you can see. All right, so you go to logins and email. I was supposed to sign me out. Oh, I don't know why it keeps me logged in. I was trying to show you how to sign in. Anyways, Maddie and Alicia, are you at the point like where you hit sign in and it asks for your login info for the email?
Yeah.
Okay,
I am.
so now, okay, so you can go ahead and put in the same username, but this time you're gonna put the @uwsp.edu.
Mm-hmm.
And then the password's the same, the August dog days. And then let me, like Maddie, did you get into the email now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia, did you get in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So in there, you guys should also see an email that I sent you from DocuSign. So in this email, I sent you a form called a W-9. This W-9 form is so that Upward Bound can send you checks for your stipends, okay? It's kind of like a tax form. So do you both see the email from DocuSign?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
There should be prompts that you keep following to fill out the form. So if you guys can click the links and go ahead and fill that out, basically you're putting in your name, your address and street, your city, state, and zip, and then there'll be a button at the bottom to sign it. And it looks like this.
We fill it out.
Yep. So the first line, you're just going to type in your full. So Maddie, you would type in Madeline or whatever your legal name is.
Mm-hmm.
Then do we press the sign in button?
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, then do we press the sign button?
Yep, you can just click sign.
And then finish.
Yep. Okay, I got a notification that one of you finished it. Probably the other one will be coming. And the other one. Okay. All right. So I got the confirmation. So did you guys write down your username and passwords in a safe place?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that kind of concludes everything that we had for you. Thanks so much for coming. We wish we could have done that 1 week freshman on focus on campus, but we'll do what we can when we're able to. Before we let you go, do you have any concerns or questions?
Nope.
I'm good.
All
Okay.
right. Well, you guys
All right.
enjoy the rest of your summer.
You too.
And we'll be seeing you soon. Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Judy. Jessica. I'll see you guys at 6.
Yep.
Bye.
Alrighty.